It's a green box production.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Ayo Butter back here once again with another show, another episode. Y'all already know we here to talk about marriage, dating, relationships, and the difference between how us men and women think of each other, you know? Facts versus feelings, baby. Like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. You already know. Now I'm gonna let my people introduce themselves.
It's your boy Eliel. You know what I mean? I'm definitely a fan of this. So we're gonna get straight into it.
Yeah. I like that energy, bro.
Yeah, it's your girl Dom. You already know.
Yeah.
All facts, no hard feelings.
Yeah. It's your girl Claire. You already know. Go like and subscribe.
Alright. Yeah. So we're gonna get into it. Y'all already know how we do, you know what I'm saying? So check this out. You wanna go first, my good brother? Yeah, alright, cool. My boy Evan will go first. So check it out. Do men care about women's achievements? Do men care about women's achievements?
Yes, I would say yes, because if he didn't, it wouldn't create a happy atmosphere for him at his space.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. Don, do you think most men care about women's achievements? Like, do you even think that men that you even dealt with cared about your goals and your achievements?
I mean, nah, but they ain't my cup of tea. Messing with a nigga like that.
But do you
But,
think
yeah.
you think
Yeah,
most men
if
care
you
about?
down with me, down with me. We gonna get this shit right, we gonna get this shit together. But I'm always going on my go.
Okay.
Hmm?
All right. So Claire, do you think most men care about women's achievements?
Most men.
Yeah. Do most men care about women's achievements? You know.
I think they do because they want to know, like, they want to know if, like, their woman, like, is successful. So I think, yeah.
A lot of men don't want no lazy ass bitch. That's my, you know. But I don't want no lazy ass nigga.
All right. Well, look.
You know?
Well, that's what I think, right? I think we care to a certain extent, though. We don't, like, I don't want to make it seem like it's like I'm trying to downplay it, like your goals and your achievements don't matter, because it really does matter. But it's like as a man, I feel like we should already be financially there, to where, you know, we're not going to too much rely on your money. You know what I'm saying? Which then means we don't care about, I mean, your career. Because at the end of the day, I'm not looking at you for financial stability. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking for that from you. So
It's
that's
not
why I say
always
it's
about
like
money, though. It's not always. We not in this for the money.
it's a balance for me. But that's why I
I mean,
said.
yeah,
But a lot of
we gotta get
women
that money,
though,
but it ain't. It's not always about money.
I feel you. But a lot of women though think that men care about their achievements. And what I know is that men are always willing to date down, and women are always going to date up.
Of course.
It's called hypergamy. So
Yeah.
that's why I say, like, you know, to an extent we care, but at the same time we really don't, because we know at the end of the day we got to be the ones to provide the stability. So,
Yeah, that's definitely right.
you know, and I hope y'all understand what I mean by that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like women are want to date up. They're not going to want to mess with somebody, you know what I mean, who make less money than them. You feel what I'm saying?
Not going to.
But at the same time, though, you know, I do want to know that my girl can, you know, help me in certain atmospheres in my life that I got going on that will help me, which she's going to reap the reward of helping me gain more financial. So that's just my opinion. Anybody got any rebuttals? Got pulled off that?
All facts.
All right. So we're gonna move on. Claire, we want to start with you with this one though. All right. What makes a woman or a man sexually attractive? What makes a woman or a man sexually attractive?
So it's a two-part.
Yeah.
What makes a
It doesn't
woman-
mean that it has to be to you personally, but in general, what do you think that, makes a woman or a man attractive to the opposite sex?
I feel like what makes a woman attractive to a man is how she carries herself. Like, like is she respectful? Like, is she, grind and like she doing what she's supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. And I feel like when it comes to the men, what makes them attractive to women?
Yeah.
I would say, I would say that their lifestyle. I feel like
Yeah, they
a lot
swag,
of women,
like-
a lot of women go after that lifestyle, like what type of lifestyle you living. Like a lot of girls won't admit it, but they know they like them hood niggas. Like they like them hood niggas, and that's what they're attracted to.
Yeah.
Like, but they're not gonna. But you see these girls up there, oh, I can't get a man. Yeah, because y'all want the same niggas, the same hood niggas that's been washed up. Like, that's the reason why. You wonder why you can't get a man, because y'all still chasing the same little good ass niggas, the ones that's having all these kids with their, the women, like, they know each other. Like, it's just that simple. Like,
That's sad.
No, it is sad.
That's
Yeah.
sad. I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
Opposite attract. So
it's very sad. But
it's like you can't be dating the same thing you used to. You gotta think outside the box.
especially if you see a man that got multiple kids with different
Facts.
women, why would you even want to be in that, put yourself in that position?
Right.
Like me, I don't have any children, so if you think that I don't think I would take a man serious that has children because I don't have any. So you know what I'm saying? Like his priority, not saying that anything is wrong with it, but that's always going to be his priority. And me,
Especially if it's
I don't
a
have any,
fresh
so
baby.
it's going to be
Especially
different.
if it's a fresh baby. But 9 times out of 10, you're still fucking with the baby mom.
Even though we all know they say that they don't, but
Shit.
all reality, come on
Shit.
now, y'all doubling back in that vagina.
Shit.
Well,
I'm glad.
What's that rule? Once you have my baby, you always gonna be mine.
Yep.
So
Yep.
now, a lot of men do say that. I'm just gonna
Yep.
keep it real.
That's true.
Yep.
too.
Shoot. Yep.
So
And that's how
Ron-
they try
Yep.
to do too.
That's how,
how they
exactly.
try
They
to
say,
do.
oh, you try. No, that's
Or they be like, you gonna have my baby and you gonna have
You
that
ain't
baby
I want
right
no,
like
I
them,
want
so.
no nigga around my kid. But
But
you
you
can
have
do,
that
but
right
you
by
can do what
yourself.
you want to do.
Mhm.
That don't sound right. Got me fucked up.
All right. So, I mean, it's like you already was answering the question, Don. But
No, I'm agree with my
But what-
girl.
right.
You know?
But okay, so what makes a woman attracted to a man in your eyes? Since you were basically speaking on the man part of it. So what makes a woman attracted to a man? Like, what do you think women should do to make themselves attracted to a man that they want? You know, like what advice?
What you mean, like physical wise, or
What advice would you give to a woman that wanted to
I
talk to a
mean,
man?
I don't know. Me personally, I'm
Like, what
bold.
would you tell her? Like,
I'm bold. Like what I want is what I'm gonna get.
So
So
how would you tell her to go about
like,
getting
what's
to
up?
her?
Like, I'm not no corny chick, so if a nigga feel like I'm bold like that, he gonna like that about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm woman enough to come up to you and say I like what I like,
Especially like.
and they like how you talk. They, you know about your shit. That should be in his mind. Oh, she about her shit.
Exactly, because not a lot of women are going to go up to
Hell
the men
no.
that they are
just-
attracted to. They
Females
gonna-
out here be trying, get attention, like act corny
They want the
in
nigga
a
to come
certain
in.
way, show off. Like, you ain't gotta do all that, baby girl.
They want the
Like,
nigga
be
to come
you,
in.
be you.
Even though we feel like it's
You
natural
ain't
for the
chasing.
guys.
You acted to me.
Yeah.
Bitches be thirsty.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what
Thirsty
else.
for attention.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, they like a lot of attention. I ain't gonna lie. So, Al, talk to me, my good brothers. What do you think? What makes a woman attractive to a man, and what makes a man attractive to a woman? If you were talking to your man, if you were talking to your sister, what advice would you give them on how to approach and get at somebody they want?
Depends on who you're talking to.
Uh-huh.
With the men, feel me? And going at a female, it depends on the female that you're going at. You feel me? Like the type of female.
Okay.
You feel me? If it's one of them females that's for the team, is
Yeah, we.
I know a few
A lot of those in
them.
high school, you
I
know.
know a few of them.
So,
A lot of those going on in high school. I'm just saying.
but a respectful woman,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, that you see at a job or not at a bar.
You can meet anybody.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's
something
in
you
a bar
can
is
get
where they
in a
pick them
bar.
up at.
And that's
But-
sad too.
The majority are those ones that I was just talking about.
Okay.
That's at the bar.
Right.
You feel me? But the attractiveness of, I mean, it gotta be the way you hold yourself. You feel me?
As in carry yourself, as in how you look,
How you,
your appearance.
everything about who you is, who you are. You feel me? Like
Okay.
the essence of, you know what I mean, how you come up. You feel me? And deliver what you whatever it is that you're trying to say to the woman.
Right. Okay.
You feel me? But for a female,
Yeah. What about the female side? What do you think is the best way for a female to approach a man that she actually wants? Now we all know it's different from a man, but you know, like what advice would you give your sister if you know what I mean, if she wanted to talk to a guy that she like, or like maybe you know, just
I would just say don't throw yourself at him too much. You feel me? Because it's already probably in his head that he wants you. You feel me?
Right.
So,
What's in the shit that he want that vagina?
Right.
That's all it is.
So women control sex, so
Facts.
So don't just
You got the power.
don't look at the situation like you trying to get him because it already crossed his mind that he wants you. You feel me? It's just up to you how you deliver yourself to him. You feel me? If you deliver yourself like you a hoe, he gonna treat you as it.
Facts.
right,
You feel me? If
Right.
you deliver yourself like easy,
real shit.
A wholesome girl.
Right.
Easy.
and saying something that could
Easy.
be brought back to mom, you feel me, and
Yeah.
talk to like a civil person, then you might be that person. You know what I'm saying? That catch a ring, you feel me? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's up to that person. I ain't saying that's totally gonna happen for you.
Right.
You feel me?
You use the right shit. All right. So for me, right, I think the best way, I'm gonna start with women first, because I got a lot for you. Yeah, I think the best way for a woman to approach a man is by just giving them, you know, those cat calls, you know, giving them that eye look, you know, making sure that your hygiene is up to par, making sure that you're looking good but modest at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give off that whole vibes by having on a certain type of outfit. Like, oh, I know a lot of niggas probably done had that. You don't want to give off that vibe. Because some of these outfits y'all be wearing give off that vibe. Just by the way, I'm just giving y'all advice. You may not like it, but I'm just telling you how men think. You won't know unless we tell you. So, men, I think the best way for us to appear attractive to a woman is, one, you need to work out. Two, you need to make sure you're financially or in an uprise, not a down path. As in, you know, if this was a chart, nigga, you need to be going this way, not this way. You get what I'm saying? Like, you need to be going upwards.
You're not going
Showing,
backwards.
it's called ambition.
Not going back.
Okay, you gotta be showing ambition. You know what I mean? You're not settling on what you're already doing. You did, and also, you know what I'm saying? Look good, smell good, feel good, and trust me. You know what I'm saying? It's not always gonna work out because we know there's a lot of women who just don't understand when the difference between the gentleman and the thug and the nigga ain't shit. They just, I mean, women. I'm sorry, I don't think y'all truly know the difference between those type of men. But we're gonna figure out hopefully later on because I got a question in the back. You know, that's want to get into that. But yeah, man, you just gotta step your game up, man. From your physical health to your financial pockets and to your appearance. It matters. It really, really, really matters. You get what I'm saying? If you work on those things and really focus on those things, you will get 9 times out of 10 the outcome that you want. It may not happen right away. It may not be the woman that you probably exactly want, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you can get something that you can be satisfied with, trust me, it'll be worth it.
love with that.
All right, it'll be worth it. So just be patient. You heard? Be patient. Any rebuttals? Anything else you want to put on that?
Yes,
All right,
sir.
cool.
I was gonna say as far as when you was like how the women be dressing. I be seeing some of these women dress their kids the same way. Like I feel like
Wait. I got a question on that. That's why I just said don't talk about that yet. Wait a minute. We're gonna talk about it, okay?
Okay.
I promise. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right. And with that being said, though, we're gonna move on to the next question, and I'm gonna let you start with it. All right? Is that cool? So look, right? How do you feel about women being able to get abortions? Because what's going on in the world today, right now, y'all, and I'm pretty sure y'all know this, is that they're trying to abolish abortions, women being able to have abortions. And I want to get, you women's opinion on this situation. And I'm also going to get my opinion as a man, but I really want to hear from y'all. How do y'all feel about this, the government possibly trying to take away abortions? Claire?
okay, so as y'all know, like I said before, like I don't have any children, but at the same time, I feel like if you're in a certain situation, I feel like it should be your choice whether or not what you want to do. Like if something was to happen, and I'm pretty sure you guys understand what I mean. Like if you were raped or what I'm saying, anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it should be your choice. I feel like it shouldn't be somebody telling you that you can't get an abortion, even though yes, a lot of women have unprotected sex and they get pregnant. They don't, they don't want to, they're not ready for that. But at the same time, like, we open our legs to these men and, it happens. Like, it's just how it goes. But at the same time, I feel like it should be a choice. I don't feel like it should be them just telling you, oh, no, you can't get an abortion. I feel like it should be a choice.
Yeah.
Me, I don't like it. I really just don't. But I can't tell somebody else what they can and can't do in their decision and with their bodies. I've been in a situation where I had to go with somebody to the abortion place, and for me to be going there for the first time ever in my life, it was overwhelming. It was very overwhelming for me, and me being who I was, I literally just broke down. Like it was just, I couldn't believe it because I had never been in a situation like that. But at the same time, I don't know why those women were there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they've been through. But at the same time, we shouldn't be able to tell them what they can and cannot do with their bodies.
It's crazy. People will really be outside the clinics protesting.
And that was the kicker. Yes.
And it's like
yes.
My answer to that question,
Yes.
I feel like
So how you feel now? Like, how do you feel about, the government trying to take away the abortions?
I feel like this is a bunch of bullshit.
So you think a woman should be able to have the choice?
Hell yeah. Like we fought for how long just to get the vote? Who is you to tell me what to do with my body? You know what I'm saying? It's like I understand abortion, that's very overwhelming too. But it's like you don't know what people going through.
Mm-hmm.
Especially these little girls getting raped by these dudes old enough to be my goddamn granddad.
And y'all expect for them to carry.
And then y'all expect, and then come on now. Who gave y'all the right to own my body?
Right.
What rights do you have?
Right.
None.
Right. Now I feel you like,
we are the most dominant women. We make all the right decisions. But it's like, who is you to tell me what to do with my body? It ain't even about abortion. It's about anything. You don't tell me what to do with my body.
Especially something that's so sacred that's coming out of it.
Come on, because 9 times out of 10 you get somebody pregnant. You want to help her take care of that baby? Hell no. So the best choice is get an abortion or
Give it up
adoption. You know what I'm saying? It's still ways to do that. But don't nobody want to be pregnant all the time, and you know what I'm saying? But it's just, you don't tell nobody what to do with their body.
Yeah, like I said, even though we know that we the ones that give it to
sex.
them. Yeah, we control
Yeah,
sex.
we
So
do.
it's like, you know,
But it's
at the
like,
same
that's
time,
not right.
You can't tell me what to
We
do
gotta
with my
carry.
body.
We gotta carry these
It's
babies.
just not. It's just
We
not.
in a matter of time of life and death, birthing these babies. So it's like, don't tell me what to do with my body, because I don't know if I'm gonna live or die giving birth to this baby.
Yeah. And I understand y'all how y'all feel, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It's really a touch. That was really.
It's a touchy
No,
situation.
man.
It's very touchy
It's
situation.
really
I
is,
want
man.
and I
Like
really
y'all
want to
women need to go out there and y'all gotta get right. We gotta stick together. All that cattiness, talking, that gotta stop. Stop.
Definitely stick together.
Stop.
Y'all
Stop. Right. Stop it.
Yeah.
I need to stop that crap. Like, it's not that serious. We got bigger things to worry about, to be worrying about what the next chick doing. We should be out there fighting.
And us
Like,
African
come on
American
now.
people,
Especially African American
If we're not gonna
women,
stick together-
or that
if we're not gonna stick
jealousy,
together, then-
competition, like, stop.
Who's gonna stick with us?
Right. Okay.
Stop. I need to stop. We better than that.
Let's see what Elle got to say. Let's let the fellas get in. Y'all mind if the fellas get in on this, right? So Elle, how do you feel about, you know, women being able to get abortions? Because like I said to the women, like, you know, it's a big thing going on in our country where, you know, they're trying to abolish abortion. They're really like trying to abolish abortion. And I don't know how many states. I haven't did the research before I started the show. I'll give y'all an update on that when I get a chance, because I know a lot of people would
I
like to know
stay up
that.
to date with it.
But how do you feel about that, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about women and abortion? Seriously.
I mean,
I know it's a touchy situation, but you know.
for me, I feel like it should be up to the female whether she want to keep a child or not. You feel me? For the simple fact that they don't. Most of the women who go through it, I'm guessing they don't want to go through the full term of pregnancy. You feel me?
Right.
So, in order not to do that, they have to get an abortion. You feel me?
Right.
So, whatever the case may be, I feel like it should be their choice. You feel me?
Regardless. Okay. All right. Well, look, y'all. This is what I think, right? I think it should be a woman's choice. Yes, it should be a woman's choice to whether she want to keep a baby or not. I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate against y'all, if y'all don't mind. Is that cool? Because only reason why I'm doing this is because there are people out there that want to feel otherwise.
I mean, yeah,
okay?
of course.
Now again, I want y'all to understand. I feel like it should be a woman's choice, and let me just say a little bit of reason why. Y'all already all touched on it, but I'm just saying we butter a little bit. You have women that may get raped at a young age. You know what I'm saying? We don't want them. I mean, I wouldn't want my child carrying around. Not to say I wouldn't accept it, because that wouldn't be right, but it just, the thought, it cringes to know that thought, you know? Some women just ain't ready. It may be a teenage little girl that may have made a mistake and she's just not ready, you know? So you do have those situations where, you know, I feel like women should have the right to choose. But to play devil's advocate now.
But you know, sometimes it's peer pressure too.
I understand from the parents.
From not even parents,
From
from
the-
the guy that you
Yeah.
got pregnant with.
Right, that
It
too.
be peer pressure. It's like you don't
That
even
too.
want to lay down. They just pressure you to do something you don't want to
But if
do.
you a real man, like myself, I've been in a situation, I hate to say this, I've been in a situation where where I let this sit up to the woman. I didn't force that woman to say, hey, you know, you're going to have an abortion. I never did that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like it should always be that woman's choice. You feel what I'm saying? I've always told, if it was me, I've always said, listen, it is your choice. Either way, I'm with you. That's how I look at it.
And no, it wasn't me.
You feel what
For
I'm saying?
y'all people that's
I'm
watching.
with you. So,
Never had a
but to play the devil's advocate real quick, and I want to get y'all rebuttals to this stuff that I'm about to say. All right. Some people may say, "Oh man, well, our race, for example, is at its lowest. It's been trending down because of, you know, violence and, you know, a lot of men and women going to jail and so on and so forth, right? So it would benefit us if some of these women decided to keep their babies. It would benefit our population growing. Some people may say that. Some
But they
people
don't like that. Though.
some
I mean, I
people-
get that.
That's
some
why they
people-
trying to
Okay.
tell us not to have no more abortion.
Hold on, Don. Hold on, I got you. Hold on. Give me a second. Some people may say that you're killing a life, and they may consider that to be murder in their eyes. Like, how can you kill something that's in you? Some people may not like that. Okay. And here's the last thing I think people will probably say, and I know you're not gonna like this, but I just gotta keep it real. Some people may say that why can't you just give it up for adoption?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Nothing
there's
wrong
definitely
with that.
nothing wrong with that.
That-
But a
I
lot of
don't-
people
Nothing wrong
don't.
with that.
But in the children, you gotta think how that affects the children. See, this is where that argument comes in at, because those children now are gonna be traumatized from the fact that they, you know,
have this baby.
I mean,
have to
yeah,
go
but
through
you
the
know,
process.
there's
And
ways.
giving up
There's
abortion
ways
nowadays,
where
yeah,
some
like-
adopted kids
Still communicate with their
still communicate with their
like they let them in
parents.
life.
It's
So,
ways of doing that, so it's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people does it.
But
you
it's
know,
up to the parent.
I don't agree with women, you know, no disrespect to y'all, but respectfully, I don't agree with women giving up their kids for adoption. Why? Because I know what a lot of kids go through in those systems, and it's not
I mean,
fun.
yeah, I
It's
do
not
too.
fun at all. And
But
I know,
I feel like-
and listen, right? I'll shout out to Tupac when I say this. Brenda had a baby, right?
Mhm.
And they try to tell the story how she tried to throw it away and all that. That shit, that stuff really happens, and I don't
yeah.
condone females doing
You
stuff
see
like
how
that.
women abandon their
If you
children all the time.
if you didn't get raped,
Have they
then
been
you
to
had no
their
reason
life?
to be just, you know what I
Come
mean,
on, like
throwing your baby away. You made that choice, live with it, take care of what's yours.
Yeah.
Don't traumatize that baby by putting them in the system, because the system ain't gonna love them like
You know
mama
what's
do.
crazy on a personal level? I got told that before to
Uh-huh.
give my kid up for adoption,
Yeah,
and it's like,
it's like you could never,
why
right?
would
Like,
you
I could
tell
never.
somebody that? You know what I'm saying? I'll never get my kid up for no adoption.
But there's
I
a lot
laid
of,
down,
so
had
how
that
do you
baby.
feel about women that do that though? How about
I
that?
feel like wow for that.
Okay.
Wow, like if you ain't want that kid, you shouldn't open your legs.
Yeah, and
Now, how you feel, Claire? How you feel about women that give up their children for adoption?
I mean,
It's nothing wrong with it. Though.
I'm just gonna say like I feel like it's the woman's decision. Like if you feel like that you want to give it up for adoption, if you feel like that's the best decision that you made, then hey, that's your decision. At the end of the day, like now, I like know somebody real close to me that when they was pregnant they was told to get an abortion. Like I told you, and this person's very close to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it really like actually like I told y'all like. Actually going there to the place and seeing all these other women, which I've never been a day in my life,
Yeah.
and seeing, like Dom said, somebody out there protesting just as well.
Right.
That was
That's why.
heartbreaking.
That's
That
why I
was really
think-
heartbreaking.
But the things that
But
I
I
said
can't-
are the reason why they're out there.
But I can't tell a woman what not to do with her body.
Exactly. And I agree. I agree. And how do you feel about women giving up their children for adoption? Real quick.
And sometimes
Like, do you
the
agree
kids
with
really
women,
do be having the best
You know,
lives.
giving up their
If
child for
they're
adoption?
If they got
Could you
like,
see yourself giving up your child for
what's that
adoption?
movie?
Nah, I couldn't give up
what's it called?
mine. As far as like other people giving up their child for adoption, there's reasons behind it. For some, and a lot of it is for the wrong. Really, all the wrong.
Right.
But there's some people like that really not gonna be able to care for the child. You feel me? And they really feel like somebody else really will
That's an
be
option
able
too.
to care for them. You feel me?
Financially,
and they feel like instead of killing it, like I'm just going to
give
let
them a
somebody
better life.
give them a better
Sometimes the
life.
mother think
I'm
like,
not
oh, I'm going to
against
give
it,
my kid a
but
better
you
life.
feel me?
And sometimes them adoption agencies let them.
I'm not going to do it myself. You feel me? I wouldn't.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. Now me, I would never give up my child for adoption. I wouldn't let my woman do that. If anything, I tell her just give it to me and do what you need to do to get yourself together. You know what I mean? We ain't doing that. We ain't going that way. All right. So check this out, right? Let's move on to the next question. All right. So L, right? Should a man and a woman have a best friend of other gender? Should a man or a woman have a best friend of another gender?
I was about to say.
Talk to me.
Pros and cons, this shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
It really depends on where the relationship is always at. You feel me? Like, is it a comfortable type of relationship? This person could be in my bedroom, you feel me, and like of the opposite sex in my bedroom, talking to me. You feel me? Like
Without no like sexual attraction. So you believe it's possible for? Would you be okay if your girl had a boyfriend? As in a guy friend, you know what I mean? A guy as a friend,
like
dog.
best friend.
Yeah, a BFF as a guy.
Like my best friend.
Would you be okay if your girl had a BFF as a guy?
Street.
A straight guy. or homosexual, I don't think it's shit like that. Would you be okay with it?
That's pretty dumb.
Based on your
Fuck
analogy
no.
and your terms of how you think it
Fuck
should be.
no.
Honestly.
You better say, hey girl. That's how you better be coming. All that. What? She ain't saying that, and fuck no.
I would have to say,
Okay. Now why? Now I mean, just briefly, can you give us a reason why? If you can't, we understand.
I don't see
Benefit.
with the real reason of having a best friend as the opposite sex. I mean sometimes it happens, but it's
Fuck.
right. It's always something.
In their mind, but it's probably not going to the female mind, but in their
Exactly.
mind, hell
Exactly.
yeah. Niggas are nasty.
All right. So let's ask you then, Dom. Should a man or a woman have a best friend of another gender? Do you think it's okay if you had a best friend male gender in your relationship? Do you think it's okay if you're
That was straight.
would it or homosexual
I mean, if
or
you
lesbian?
gay, yeah.
But
nah.
if,
Like, I don't know.
would you be okay if your man had a best friend as a female?
Hell no.
And why is that?
No, like,
Can't trust these bitches.
hell no. Hell no.
Even if you knew her since they was kids?
Huh.
What if they fucked around
Exactly.
before I even came in the picture?
What if he told you they never had sex?
Well,
The devil's a lie.
listen, I'll keep a close eye. With your cat eye.
Okay,
With
the
your cat
good
eye.
one.
Cat eye. Listen,
Oh,
I'll keep close eye, because listen,
But
that's
you
for
supposed to
my
trust your
ass.
man. Ain't you supposed to trust your man?
Of course.
Right.
I don't mean you trust her.
You gotta,
There you go.
you gotta trust that your man ain't gonna make the wrong decision.
I hope not. Your ass. Your ass and her ass at the same time.
Oh man. Alright, Don. Alright, Claire. So what you got? Should a man or a woman have a BFF as another gender?
Hold on, I got another thing to say.
Go ahead.
It ain't no telling what this nigga saying to her. I don't need no bitch up in my business. That's number one. why she knowing all my tea, or why she know all that? That's not my friend. That's your friend. That's a problem right there. That's a problem right there.
If it's my friend, why it's not your friend?
It should be, but shit.
It should be, but you shouldn't be calling it. No, because then she ain't gonna like me.
And vice versa. If
Okay.
he your friend, why he not my friend?
He could be your friend. I don't know, damn.
But how? I mean, the question I was
But is he
asking
willing to
But
accept
I'm not.
her as her
That's
friend?
what I'm saying. I'm not around. I'm not. If I got a
Accept him
best
as a
friend, I'm
friend.
not around this nigga every day. I don't talk to this nigga every day. How about I see
But
him?
okay, so do you
How you
think
doing,
it's,
sis?
do you think
I'm
it's okay
fine.
for you to
That's
have?
it.
So all right, so Claire, do you think it's okay for you to have a male best friend in a relationship
A male best friend that's straight.
or homosexual?
I feel like homosexual, yes, because I mean, like if you know them, then yeah, like okay, because everybody knows I have homosexual friends. You know what I mean? Like everybody know my love bug Peter. Everybody knows him. You know what I'm saying? Like you know Peter. So like, what the hell? Like that's my friend. Like you know what I'm saying? But a straight guy, I feel like no, because I feel like a straight guy, like I've learned that you know we have what you guys want. So in my head, I'm gonna be thinking like I know what you want. So how can I be friends with you when I know that you're thinking about what I have? You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bring him around my guy because
Yeah, that's facts.
I already know how my guy thinking.
But I wouldn't be disrespectful.
But at
like
the
that.
same time,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
if my dude decided that he wanted to have a girl best friend and he brought her around, okay, we gonna all be cool. But when y'all start being on that weird shit, then bitch, how can nah, ain't no none of that. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You feel me? Because of my nigga. You feel me? Because I got that respect. But once you start doing shady shit, nah.
Okay.
And I know a couple bitches that definitely done that.
Okay.
And I really try to be
And it be-
cordial
and it be
and
close
and that
people
shit
that's
went all the way
close
to
to
the
you.
left.
People that's close to you. And you know sometimes you be trying to hook your friend up with their friend and then they text on the low. Why is my friend texting my man on the low and I'm trying to hook her up with his friend? What you doing? What you doing?
They're not gonna admit it though, but bitches be after the same type niggas.
That
They can be your best friend hanging with you every day,
In
all day, and
competition.
still wanna fuck the niggas that y'all fucking with.
in competition.
And guess what? Y'all still gonna be fucking with the niggas anyway, cause y'all bitches is dirty as hell. Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't give two fucks.
Competition. You bitches want to be in competition. For what though? It's more than plenty out there.
Well, apparently they don't want them. They want who all the girls want.
Apparently, and guess what? Guess how y'all looking? Right the fuck stupid. And guess what I'm doing? Sitting behind my fucking phone laughing at y'all goofy ass bitches because y'all look right stupid.
Alright, so me, I don't think there's nothing wrong with a woman having a homosexual
Okay.
best friend.
Hey, I
I
agree.
think a straight guy, it's hard for me personally, but I get sometimes there's a situation where you've known this person since y'all was a child,
Right.
and they got honestly, I've seen it, but it's not normal. It's not normal. I'm sorry. At some point, in most situations, at some point in time, they've come
He's
to
gonna
like
be
each other.
lusty. Yep, he's gonna be
So-
lusty. Not more or less the woman, it's more like the man.
Right. And I don't think as a man you should have a girl best friend because if you know women in general, it's just going to be some type of jealousy
Conflict.
just because. Even if it
Conflict.
is, even
Women
if there's
are
nothing
catty.
really going on,
Women are catty.
it's just
Jealousy.
not going to be.
It be
it's
jealousy
not going to
too,
be right.
because
It's just not going to be right. It's not.
9 times out of 10, your best
The
friend.
females are
wants what
emotional and
you-
they're
wants what-
territorial at the same time.
You're right, but even if they're being cordial,
Not as much as men, but yeah.
even if they're being cordial with the girl that's supposed to be the friend, even though she's being cordial, you feel me? She's giving you the benefit of the doubt. But if you start moving funny, then how can she give you the benefit of the doubt anymore?
Well, it depends on the situation. Like I
Oh, so
said,
the
it
woman
depends on
now.
the situation.
Oh, we know.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like some situations can be talked out. I think a lot of times females' emotions get in the way of some certain things. But at the same time, though, there is fault to be, accounted for. The thing is can everybody show accountability throughout the relationship to where you won't have to worry about one doing sneaky shit behind the other? And
all back from one
accountability is
guy.
another conversation for me.
Yeah.
So
We gotta come to an agreement.
all right.
You know what I'm saying? Not one person saying this and then you telling her something else, and then I'm thinking this. You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
I'm the one
too
looking
much.
fucking crazy.
And I'm the one looking stupid. So guess what? Deuces.
That's why we all gotta be friends.
Right.
Well, you tried that.
Well,
and it
we
didn't
tried
work.
that,
And it
and
didn't work.
This
It
ain't
didn't
no
work to the
sister
point where now
wives
you're gonna
type
put hands on me.
shit.
So then what we gonna do?
This ain't
What
no
we gonna
sister
do?
wives type shit. The fuck?
Yeah.
All be
I
friends.
smack the shit out of you. Don't do no shit like that.
I mean, like I said, it all depends on the situation, but most of the time, it's probably not gonna be real right. So if I was you as a man, I wouldn't be trying to bring no best friend female around. And as a woman, if he ain't gay, excuse me, I'm sorry, let me not say that.
Homosexual.
If he's not homosexual, I'm sorry, I don't want to disrespect
And don't bring
anybody.
no straight nigga around your man.
But
Like,
yeah, don't
cause
do
girl,
that.
he gonna be lusting. He gonna be lusting for you. We all know that. We
But
gotta be
I have no problem with my girl being cool with a homosexual guy. I think that's probably the only thing I'll probably be cool with.
Listen, I love me a gay best friend, okay? That's like the brother I never had.
You know,
That
I have
understands.
family members that are
me.
homosexual.
You know
I
what I'm
have,
saying?
Everybody
I know,
knows.
You can be
friends out
yourself
there like
around.
that, and I have no problem with them people. I'm not
Listen, I had a
homosexual,
couple gay
but
best friends.
I have
Listen,
no
they
problem
my
with them
babies to
people
this day.
at all. You know what I mean? More power to y'all. Keep doing y'all thing. I hope everything y'all trying to be out and strive out for, you gotta do.
Yeah, everybody gotta stop being so
Y'all already
judgmental.
know.
Stop being so judgy.
And butter, you know.
Criticizing
Who was my
other
best friend?
people when your
Boy,
shit ain't
right.
right.
Pete, if
No,
you watching
no,
this, shout out to you, dog.
Yeah,
You
shout out to
watching
Peter,
it.
but no, before Peter, who
Shout
was
out
my
to
best
Peter.
friend? My best friend was Jeremy.
I knew Pete before, you know what I mean,
Jeremy
for
was
a
my
Hey,
best
long
Pete.
friend.
time. For a long time. Him
And
his
everybody
family-
knows Jeremy.
Him and his family had a big impact
Not no
on
Jasmine,
my life.
bitch,
So
Jeremy.
that's what I mean by homosexual people, you know what I mean? Not all of them are, out to try to come on to. Actually, some of them are good people. In this situation,
Definitely.
I know
Definitely. I
this
met
guy
some
and
real,
his
real
family, and
ones.
they
I met some real
played a
ones.
major role in my life. So
And you wouldn't even
At one
cross,
point,
it won't
so,
even cross your
yeah.
mind that they even
You
gay.
know, Peter's sisters used to watch y'all.
Homosexual.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, Peter's sisters used to watch y'all.
I
So we
basically
like,
just said that without saying it. So yeah. All right. So that was good. That was good. You know what I mean? All right. So check this out. Right. This one's gonna be a little complicated, but work with me, right?
don't start with me, please.
I'm sorry. Whatever.
Okay.
So look, right. When do you think that most men that approach women like gentlemen, do the women actually give them a chance? When men approach women like real gentlemen, do you think most women actually try to give them a chance? And if not, why? And if yes, why?
I don't know. I haven't tried one. But
I mean, even if you're bored, like, you say something like, you know what I mean? This is them. You got friends and stuff, like, you hear stories sometimes. But do you see other guys try to highlight girls? Like, like maybe your boy or co-worker. I know you still
Hell
see
yeah,
guys out
you
there
can see them
hacking.
niggas at work trying to holler at them
Come on,
bitches
man.
that fucking big red.
So,
Them ghetto ass bitches.
come on now. It's not like we walking out here and worry about ourselves with just our mate.
I see him getting played. You feel me? I definitely see him getting played. I don't know how they coming off. You feel me? I ain't really in the conversation.
already creeping.
I understand, but do you think they be actually getting, do you think most guys that approach women like gentlemen get played?
They was waiting for them just to get to them.
They want a hood nigga.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
In general, like from what you see around you,
In
like
general,
do you see a lot of men getting girls?
yeah. I see. I would say I see the same.
It's all about.
The same.
Or do you see guys getting rejected?
I mean,
You ain't got
So you
that
think a
bag.
lot of men are approaching women and getting their numbers and like they just like
They cycling through.
okay. Alright. So let's see what Don got to say. So Don, right?
But
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
that's it's a lot of rejectors out there, though. There's definitely a lot of rejectors out there.
So let me ask you this: do you think men get rejected more or get girls more? Most men, not all, but do you think most men are getting a lot of women or bagging women? Single men, obviously, but yeah.
Single men.
Do you think single men are able to get girls? You know what I mean? Whenever they want to. Like, hey you, yeah, come on. Not like that, but you know what I mean. If they coming up to him like a gentleman, you know what I mean? Do you think a lot of gentlemen are bagging girls?
And the young buck that I'm thinking of right now, he be having some off the wall pickup lines.
Okay.
Yeah, his pickup lines be really
Like
intriguing.
that. Like that.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, I want to see what this one says when you say this. You
Right.
feel me? Like, that's
It's all
clever.
about action
You
for
feel
me.
me?
You want to look at me in my
But-
eyes. Look at you in your eyes.
Like,
First of all, you got a nose ring. That means you need to Levi's.
So you think-
he asked somebody a question, you feel me, in the text, you feel me?
Uh-huh.
And the reply was like, well, the question was something went like, if I was a watermelon and
That is corny.
yeah, you feel me?
I was gonna start laughing. Bitch, what?
Like,
It
would you
walked away.
spit? Would you spit or swallow? You feel me?
Oh man.
Bitch,
Okay.
Ew, who
I'm not-
says
I'm
that?
not about to
Straight
reply.
Hey man, he gotta swallow, man.
Straight at it.
No, but like, come on
I'm
now.
not even about to reply.
Straight at
He
it.
gotta swallow.
Damn. That's crazy. What a story. So Dom, what you think, right?
It was a pickup line.
Hey, that was a pickup line. It might work for y'all. It might work for y'all. Hey,
For who?
I don't know.
I would've
You know.
loved
I ain't never heard no shit about no damn watermelon.
Some
Every time you about to
guys
come
might
in and
take
you learn about a
advice.
watermelon, bitch. You gotta look the other fucking way.
Watermelon.
Watermelon my ass, bitch. I don't even like watermelon, bitch. Don't fuck.
What if it was a strawberry?
Still, that's corny. I eat them, but don't know. Fuck out of here, corny ass pickup lines. What you trying to be? Have a heart, bitch. No.
All right.
Like they said, but
So,
you gotta
all
be
right. So let's just get back to it. So, Don, what you think? Do you think that do men who approach women like a gentleman still get rejected, or do you think they're able to actually get their numbers and take them on a date?
A day, what's that?
Like, do you see men out there?
What the going on?
Or
No.
chill, or whatever the case may be.
Nobody wants to either.
Do you
I'm gonna keep it
think?
real.
do
It's a
you-
lot of women
do you see-
rejected a lot of men like that.
Okay, and tell me why.
Because it's like these
Like,
girls
why?
these girls nowadays they bold, okay? They bold.
Uh-huh.
Bold.
This ain't nothing like back in the day. How
It
we
sure
was
ain't.
raised, like,
It sure ain't. This generation's very different.
So what you're telling me is that, I just want to be correct, is that a lot of women are not accepting gentlemen because they want what? Something, what? Like, what they want something better? Like what do they want? Like, you know what I'm saying?
These girls want, they want money.
Okay. And what type of money do you think they
I
chasing
mean,
for?
money, like,
How much money do you think a man a year that these average women today, or modern women today, should I say,
there you go.
what do you think is the number that they're looking for in a man? Is it a million? Is it $100,000 a year? Maybe 500?
Probably $100 grand. Probably $100 grand to $1 million.
Okay.
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
they,
And why do you think they're reaching so hard?
I mean, that's what these bum ass, nobody's really.
I mean, what makes you think? Or what are they saying to them? Why do they think they deserve that type of a man with that type of money?
Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But you still gotta think outside the box.
Well,
Like,
you still
it's
got what
not
y'all want,
always.
so either y'all gonna give it up or y'all not. And they
That's
gonna move on to the
it.
next.
Like, I think it's just funny that y'all just got all types. Like, y'all gotta move on from that. You gotta move on. You gotta think outside the box. That should be somebody better than you, better than what you want. Instead of going for these ballers and football players and rappers and y'all weird.
Cause especially if he ain't got everything that you want, y'all can build it together. And then
that's
you
what
want,
I'm saying. That's what you gotta do. You got a partner for life. You worrying about the spotlight. That's what you worrying about. Being in the spotlight. Girl, private life, happy life.
Even though we already know a lot of these women out here, this is stuff that they don't want to talk about. You feel me? But at the end of the day, we want to keep it real and we ain't about to sugarcoat shit because
I want to keep it real.
We 90s babies. You feel me? Like we like. Y'all living how we was living. Like, y'all know, like, come on now.
Like,
y'all.
That's why these men out here killing their girls and shit. They get rejected like it ain't nothing.
Alright. So, Claire, I mean, you already speaking on it, but let me just ask you, anyway. Do men who approach women like a gentleman still get rejected? And, like, do you see a lot of men being able to get girls? Or do you see a lot of girls just rejecting men? Like, what do you see out there?
Like, alright, so you seeing like good guys?
Yeah, like gentlemen. Like, do you see a lot of women giving actual gentlemen chances? Or do you see them just rejecting them?
I see a lot of women. Rejecting good men because a lot of women are choosing the drug dealers, the hustlers. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the people that go around asking these women questions. What would you prefer, a 9 to 5 guy or a hood nigga? And a lot of them women said hood niggas. Why would y'all want that? Y'all know what comes with that? That nigga could be dead in jail. Then what y'all going to do? Y'all gonna have to fend for yourselves.
And then
like,
you next.
Like shit,
because
really
they killing females nowadays too.
Like bullets don't have no name on it. Like real shit.
Not no more.
But y'all really are chasing these, trying to get a bag, getting all these BBLs, thinking that shit gonna change for what? The top tier niggas? Y'all ain't even getting them there, so make sure you think y'all gonna get them since y'all got a fucking BBL, y'all got your ass and this shit done.
I know
that shit ain't gonna work.
That.
They not gonna be out here single.
All trying to look the same.
Screaming how you need a man. But y'all wondering why? Because y'all pushing away all the good men. Y'all want the fucking drug dealers instead of a fucking gentleman, somebody that actually, a nigga that actually going, pay all your bills and shit. Oh, babe, you keep your money, you feel me? Or you just help me when I need to be helped, you feel me? Like, get you a nigga like that, but y'all ain't gonna do that. But like I said, yet again, there's a lot of shit.
Okay, this health insurance, life insurance.
Exactly.
Do them rappers talked about that last week?
Do them rappers have that? Do them niggas that you want to have? Hell no.
Exactly.
Do them hood niggas that? No.
Fuck no.
No.
But they got hella kids and fucking up for bitches that y'all still trying to fuck on, looking right dumb. Yep. Looking right dumb. And guess what? Y'all all know each other. That's the sad part. And y'all still don't give a fuck.
Sad.
And y'all still don't give a fuck. Y'all need to wake up and really realize that it is really good men out there. And y'all just not choosing the right ones. But y'all screaming how y'all need a man.
Because they think the same ones.
So let me ask Dom, Claire, let me ask y'all like a part 2 question, right? And I want you to think of before when you were single, alright? Don't think of, your situation that you got going on now. I want you to think of yourself when you were single, alright? Okay. So, how many good men would approach you in a month when you were single? Like, how many good men would approach you in a month when you were single? I'm going to ask you in a different way, obviously, but I got you. Larry, you go first on that one.
I'm pretty sure I had...
Just give me a good estimate. Give me a number. How many good men would approach you in a good month when you were single?
I can say probably more than 5.
Okay.
And I'm just, just giving an estimate. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I didn't really know who was a good nigga and who was a gentleman and who was, like, I know the hood niggas and shit, but at the same time, like, people portray themselves to be something that they're really not, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Factz.
Alright. So, Dom, when you were single, how many good men would approach you a month if you had to, just give me an estimate. When you were single, like, how many good men would approach you a month or a year or a week? Just give me a estimate. And they gotta be accurate.
Keep it real, none of them. Probably just one, but none
So
of them.
maybe once a month. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but not even once a month, because I could go without not dealing with nobody first.
It's not about dealing with them. I'm just saying like
Not dealing,
how many
but
would
like
actually
talking to a guy,
approach you?
No, just them.
No, just
them
approaching
trying
you.
to talk to you. Like niggas
Yeah,
trying
it ain't
to talk
gotta
to
be.
you.
I'm not saying you're
about a
actually
couple of
dating
them.
or actually.
like if I go out somewhere or
No,
something.
yeah, I'm just
Yeah, a
approaching
couple of
you.
them.
Like when you
So how many
were
would
single,
approach
high,
you?
when
How
you were
many
single,
would
Probably
approach you
about
in a
more than
month?
5 or
Yeah.
7, probably
Yeah.
more like 10 or so. If
Okay.
I'm out and about.
Alright. Alright. And this is when you were single, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you were single, how many women that you felt like were good choices, that you approached and actually got their numbers or some type of, I mean, even if it didn't go nowhere after the fact, I'm just saying, like, how many women did you approach and actually gave you a real chance when you were, out there doing your thing? Like, could you give me a rough number, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6? You know what I mean? Like, how many women would actually, give them, just getting the number. You know how it was. You know how it was back in high school. Getting the number was sometimes all you needed. You know what I'm saying? So, how often would that happen for you? In a given month? When you were, out there doing your thing.
I say about 3 or 4.
Okay. Okay.
But out of that 3 or 4 that I get a month, you feel me, it's probably like
Did you ask
10
Uh-huh.
rejected. You know what I'm saying?
10 rejections? Okay. Because that was going to be my next
Probably
question.
like 3 double backs. You feel me? Like, yo, what's up?
That's real shit, dog. Way to keep it real, my nigga. Because that's real shit. Now, for me, I would probably approach maybe 3 good women a month that I probably would know. But, yeah, they may give me their number and give me a little, but it never will go nowhere. But rejection, woo!
Yeah, that's what I said.
Rejection at an all-time high. I don't even want to say my number. You know what I'm saying? But just know it's nowhere near the number I just said. That's for damn sure. So yeah, I can speak for us men. We get rejected a lot, and a lot of women, I feel like, don't know the difference between a good nigga and a nigga that ain't shit. Like, ain't shit. And I don't mean like, oh well, he a nice guy and he bad guy. Because I understand I want a little, I want a little bad guy nigga with a good background and story. Like, he ain't soft. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be able to decipher the fact that, okay, is he still trying to live that life, or is he trying to get away from that life?
Exactly.
You as a woman gotta be able to figure that out for yourself.
But you won't know that if you pushing her away. You would never know that.
Of course you would never know.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to do your homework and figure it out. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna move on, y'all. I like that. Last question, and we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. And this is a question that, Claire was kind of trying to answer earlier. So now we're gonna get into it. And we're gonna start off with you, Claire, with it too. What is parents' biggest problem raising their kids today? What is parents' biggest problem raising their kids today?
The biggest problem parents raising their children today in this new era
Yes.
is the social media. Y'all, everybody takes social media way too serious. Like, y'all can't live without your phone. But everybody know us 90s babies, we ain't even have that. We ain't have fucking phones. If we want to go, we had house phones and we was outside with it. We ain't really have technology like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, but at the same time, it's like y'all get on social media, y'all seeing how people live in and how they dress and stuff like that. Even people from where I live at, around my way or whatever, people dressing their kids as if they're fucking grown. I would never dress my child like that. Like, I feel like there is perverted men that are out in this world and are preying on young girls. Don't y'all know that? Why would y'all have y'all kids dressing how y'all dressing? I'm sorry, I cannot get with that, and I do not like it. and I don't have children, but I'm going to speak on it because I have nieces, I have sisters, I have great nieces, I have great nephews, I have all that shit. And I do not like it. And guess what? My oldest niece, she got little girls. She don't dress her fucking daughters like that because she knows that's not how we were fucking raised.
Right.
Simple.
It's a fact.
Alright, I felt that, but I ain't gonna lie, I really felt that.
Yeah,
That
nah.
came from the heart. Like, I hope y'all heard that. That really came from the heart right there. But, Dom, let's see what you got to say. What do you think is parents' biggest problem raising their kids today? Like, what advice would you give to parents to help them better raise their child? Like, what's going on out here, man?
Stop trying to raise your kids to be like you. Or be like, I was in the streets, so my son will be in the streets.
Let them be better than you.
Why would you want to raise your kids like that? So you just want to bury your kids before they even hit the age of 21 or even 18?
Shit ain't no fun.
You need to discipline your kids better. Stop letting them run out here in these streets at a certain time. Oh, you trying to let them know you trying to be their friend. No, you need to discipline your kids right.
And definitely freaking teach them respect. Because I've seen a couple of these young people, children out here using foul language. I'm like, what? Y'all are young as hell. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to be letting my child out here fucking cussing. What? Bitch, bitch, I'm whooping your ass. Bitch, old school. Call it how you want, but I'm going to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
You going to learn fucking respect because that's how I was raised.
You know,
I don't know what the fuck going on now.
I'm glad I don't raise my kids like that. Like, I raised just like how we grew up in the 90s.
Respect.
I tell my son, I said, boy, don't you get up and get on that phone. I said, get up and brush your goddamn teeth, make that goddamn bed, and go fix you some breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Don't just hop on the phone, start looking at, you know what I'm saying?
Teach them responsibilities.
Yeah.
Well, you got
Real
respond,
shit, real
like, and put your kids in hobbies. Stop letting your kids run these streets, especially in summertime. Put your kids in summer camp. You know what I'm saying? Something. Like,
Cause we all know where we from. Ain't
shoot,
shit out here.
my mama ain't
Ain't
play
nothing
that.
out here.
Yo, my mama ain't play that.
Right.
Every summer we had see y'all, bye, go to camp. Not about to be out here in these streets thinking you something that you not.
Straight up.
Yeah, that's facts. I ain't teaching you that. So why you out there trying? You know how these little kids get around their friends. They start showing off. I'll smack the shit out of you. Do that. Smack you up right upside your head. If I catch you out there
Embarrass your ass.
with them little friends of yours, they bad influence. How about you not be friends with them no more? How about that?
Simple.
Get away from that, because they ain't about to be no birds or feather flock together.
At all. Not that way. Not that way.
I like that line.
Not that way.
Yeah. I felt that one. For sure. But let's see what El got to say. Let's let El get in on it. So El, my good brother, like, what do you think is the parents' biggest problem raising their kids today? Like, what do you think is the biggest problem in your opinion? You know what I mean? I know a lot already been said, but, you know.
I would say paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, being more in
Pay
their
attention to your
business,
kids.
you feel me?
Yep,
Like,
there you go.
you feel me?
Too
Like,
much privacy. Too much privacy.
letting them go in their room, you feel me, and with their phone and just do whatever, you feel me, on their phone, you feel me, because it's a lot you can do. Believe me. It's a lot you can look at, you feel me, without restrictions. If you're not putting restrictions on it, I suggest you do. You feel me, because
Definitely. Y'all be
believe
seeing
it or not,
You know
Y'all be
it's
seeing
crazy.
these- y'all be
You
seeing
know what
these men
parents
talking
need
to
to
these
believe it or not,
children.
if you haven't, they probably seen most of the stuff that you've seen on there.
Yeah.
If not worse, because kids got weird sense of just looking up dumb stuff, and dumb words definitely bring up extra stuff.
Yep. Alright. I feel you on that, bro. Like, real talk. Alright, so me, I think the parents' biggest problem is and I'm trying to make sure I say this in a respectfully, right? I don't want y'all to take this wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I think the parents' biggest problem is that they're spoiling their kids too much and not telling them no enough.
Yep.
know what I'm saying? They're not telling their kids no enough, in my opinion. Like, now why? I don't know. Like, I can't see how you can sit there and allow your child to every time they cry or they complain or, you know, something ain't going their way, that you don't sit there and try to get them not discipline. Forget discipline. Get them to understand that if you don't do it this way, the way I'm telling you, you're going to get this type of result. Now, it's up to you as the parent to allow them to make that choice and learn from it, or you can secretly be there for them behind closed doors in case they do try to make that decision, and you can prevent it from happening. You know what I'm saying? It's ways
y'all gotta
get
talk
things
to your
done.
kids,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
Be more
and that's I'm serious because our parents
you gotta
didn't
be
do
a
it.
parent. You can't be a friend. Be a parent.
Exactly. We gotta
Be
talk
a
to our
parent.
kids. I feel like our kids should not be scared to come to us to talk about anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
gotta
I'm not gonna
understand
judge
each
you
other.
how you feel. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
And I watch this.
But with another thing, what parents
What?
need to start doing,
Uh,
they need to limit their kids on them games, them phones,
right.
and
I was
TVs.
going to
You
get
know
you
what I'm
that.
saying?
Talk to them.
Like, you know, I don't play that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't play that in my household.
Because like Claire was saying,
you
right?
know?
In the 90s, we had to go outside to be social.
Yes,
You
yes.
understand what I'm saying?
Go
In the 90s,
outside.
you had to go outside and be creative
Go
and
enjoy
play
this
games
beautiful weather.
amongst
Why are
your
you in the
peers,
house?
such as your kickball, your tag,
Yes.
your
double
wall
dutch,
ball,
yes.
rollerblading,
Yes.
I don't
fucking
see.
hot
pogo
sauce.
sticks, bitch. I know y'all remember all that shit.
Bruh.
Right, I haven't seen little
on,
girls
man.
outside
Pogo
playing
stick,
double
bitch.
dutch.
What that was
I
my shit.
don't even
Like,
see little
you know
boys
what I'm saying?
outside playing football in the street
No,
anymore.
No.
no.
I used to be able to
We
come
grew
walk
up
down
in
the
the
street
best era. I don't
and
care what
throw the
nobody
football
say.
with little kids. I don't
grew up
even
in the
see
best
the
era.
ball
What the
with-
basketballs with the fucking the little the crates and shit up top.
Yes.
We all watch Boys in the
We used
Hood,
to
right?
get in, you know, them little Jeep cars. We used to pretend like we had our own cars, ride
All that.
around. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up in the best era. I don't know what's up with these kids. Take your ass outside.
All that, man.
Go outside. Y'all me go outside, go be with your little funky ass
And have
friends.
fucking respect for people
Right.
that's way older than you.
Manners.
That's a fact.
Manners.
Manners matter.
Manners matter.
Excuse me.
And also,
Excuse me.
like I said about the dressing, like I need to start, you know, dressing these kids more modest. Stop dressing them up as if it was you. You get what I'm saying? Modest. Modest. Meaning, it doesn't mean you gotta cover up everything. That means don't be too revealing. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to dress enough to be able to be like, okay, I like that, and not only do I like that, he or she is not being too revealing of their body. You know what I'm saying? That matters.
Definitely.
Just be more conscious, you know, about.
I feel like women do
And-
that with their
and-
daughters for
and-
attention.
They do.
And shout out.
But guess what? Y'all ain't getting many likes for it. Trust when I tell you.
For
That shit ain't
attention.
cute. That shit ain't cute. That shit
Right.
is
For
fucking sad.
attention.
Shit is sad.
And shout out Dame Dash when I say this, because I heard him say this, and I always, you know what I mean, now live by this principle, right? Listen to understand. Don't listen to respond.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it again. You listen to understand. You not listen to respond. Because when you do that, that means you don't care about how the next person feels or what they think. And that's disrespectful. And if you say you love somebody and you can't love somebody without having respect for them. You know what I'm saying? Respect comes first
Because
before
if they
anything.
don't give an answer, it's
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
that's
So-
your answer. You don't give a
So,
fuck.
yeah. Listen to understand and not to respond. Best advice I can give you. Alright? So check this out, y'all. We had a good show. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Very good.
Please like and subscribe. Shout out to my boy Lewis. Shout out to my girl Gage with her clothing line.
Dan Marino, I believe that's
Dan
what's
Marino,
called.
right. Shout out to my boy Tom Dean. Shout out to my brother back there helping me out.
Take.
Shout out to my
Okay.
family. Shout out to y'all.
Big
You know what I'm saying? Any other some shout outs I want to do out, man?
I'd like to shout out 3BM, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I also like to shout out Amino Bills.
That man is black. Who that?
Don, any shout outs? Want to shout out anybody, any businesses or anything like that?
You know, shout out to my cousins. My little cousin got a, nail line going on. She does nails. I got a cousin that does clothes, lashes. I'm coming soon. I'm next. So get at me.
Glad. You want to shout out anybody?
Yeah, just everybody, that's tuning in. Just make sure y'all go like and subscribe.
Definitely.
And everybody
Run
like I
those
said,
numbers
just
up.
watching. Just continue to watch us as we progress. It's only going to get better.
Definitely.
So shout out to everybody that's here right now because we actually all came through. So,
It's not easy doing this stuff, y'all. It's really not. Like, it's really hard trying to do this stuff behind the scenes. It takes a lot to, put all this together. And I appreciate all the support, all the people that's been being loyal to me. I appreciate y'all because y'all the ones that's going to make this, go to the next level. And with all that being said, peace and blessings to all y'all.
go like and subscribe.
Please.
Factz vs. fucking Feelingz.
Until next time.
And we
Peace.
out.